Back on December 4th, 2019, in Raleigh, North Carolina, a deer got spooked by something and bolted towards the Kubota dealership. In a full panic, the deer decided to ram right through the window. Glass shattered everywhere, and the deer went on a wild dash down the hall. The slippery floor made it hard for the deer to keep its footing. Spooked by its own daring escape, the deer then looked for an exit and bolted out. Early Saturday morning, around 4:30 a.m., things got wild at Nault's Power Sports in Wyndham. Security cameras caught a crew of young punks, probably late teens or early 20s, rocking the front door like they were trying out for a demolition derby. They pelted it with rocks, kicked it, yanked at the glass, anything to get inside. Well, they got their way. After creating a big enough hole, they squeezed through like thieves in the night. Once inside, they grabbed bolt cutters like they were on a shopping spree and snipped cables on 4 dirt bikes. Just like that, they were gone. The cops were on the scene in just 4 minutes, but those dirt bike bandits were already ghosts in the wind.
Obviously, staked the place out. They knew what they were getting into.
Apparently, this isn't the first rodeo for Nault's. They got hit back in May too, according to Kurt Grenier, the general manager.
They think they're stealing bikes. They're stealing people's paychecks. This is a low inventory situation. We hardly have any inventory to sell, and they're stealing what little we have. We hit a second time. In total, we're probably looking at $100,000 between both hits.
No arrests yet for that one, but they did beef up security.
We got better cameras, better security, but these guys, they're in and out. They're prepared. You know, they know what they want. When they get here, they're on a mission.
Grenier's not messing around. He's on a mission to find these thieves and is offering a cool $10,000 reward for any info that leads to their arrest and conviction. Nighthawk Monitoring was on the lookout for trouble at a motorsports dealership in Oklahoma. Early in the morning, their eagle-eyed agents spotted a suspicious scene, a U-Haul and a black Mercedes with a shady-looking license plate pulling into the customer's lot. The guys in the vehicles, all hooded up and gloved like they were planning a heist. Nighthawk didn't waste a second. They dialed the local sheriff's office right away. One guy smashed the glass door and went straight in. The others weren't much better. They popped the lock and made a beeline for the bikes closest to the door. These weren't exactly slowpokes. In just 3 minutes, they managed to cram a whopping 8 dirt bikes into that U-Haul and then vanished like smoke. Thankfully, the responding officers were hot on their trail. They spotted the U-Haul and Mercedes hitting the highway and gave chase. It wasn't a short trip. The chase lasted for about an hour and covered several counties before the bad guys finally decided to call it quits. 3 of the dirt bike bandits were caught after a quick foot chase, but the 4th one managed to slip away. The good news? All 8 bikes in the stolen U-Haul were recovered. Nighthawk definitely saved the day. Those dirt bikes are back where they belong. Uh-oh, looks like someone forgot the golden rule. Don't steal. This video, filmed in a Colorado Springs convenience store, catches 2 thieves in the act. They stroll in all casual-like, pretending to browse the aisles, but then they're swiping stuff. Here's the thing, folks. Stealing ain't cool. Not only is it wrong, but it can also land you in hot water, like jail time, hefty fines, and maybe even a lifetime ban from your favorite convenience store. So remember, friends, keep your sticky fingers to yourselves and just pay for your stuff. It's way less risky and way more karma friendly. This video is messed up. Can you believe it? An old lady gets robbed while she's praying in church. The whole thing's caught on a security camera. It starts with 78-year-old Linda Morrow showing up early for a prayer meeting at Hilldale Baptist Church in Clarksville, Tennessee. Two other women come in and sit near her, one in front and one behind. They start chatting, and then one of the strangers asks Linda to hold hands and pray together. Linda closes her eyes, totally focused on the prayer. Big mistake. The cops say the woman behind her snatches Linda's wallet, grabs all the cash and stuff, and then just sticks the empty wallet back in her bag. Smooth move, right? These two crooks then bolt out of the church like nobody's business. Apparently, the cops say these thieves used Linda's credit cards to go on a shopping spree at Sam's Club, racking up a $7,000 bill. Later that night, the pastor, Larry Robertson, was furious and blasted the whole thing from the pulpit.
Keep your eye on your wallet even at church, I guess.
I just never in a million years thought about anything like that happening.
It was sickening. What happened is ridiculously evil.
Security cameras at a CVS in Bethesda, Maryland, caught a group of robbers trying to pull a fast one. These guys weren't exactly subtle. They were stuffing their bags with loot like nobody was watching. Now, some folks might be thinking, why didn't anyone stop them? Here's the deal, your safety always comes first. These robbers could be desperate, and it's never worth risking your well-being. Let the cops handle it. They're professionals, trained to deal with sticky situations like this. Back on March 7, two thieves went on a smash and grab spree at a fancy Hermes store. The thieves went wild with hammers, busting a display case to steal over $250,000 worth of handbags. The whole thing was caught on camera. You can see these thieves just hammering away outside the store before grabbing the bags and bolting. Talk about brazen. This isn't your average Saturday morning cartoon. On August 18, 2018, security cameras at the Cornish bike shop caught some real thieves in action. These weren't exactly inconspicuous. Four masked men dressed in black like they were auditioning for a bad spy movie went straight to the smash and grab approach. They didn't even try to open the door, they just broke it. Once they were inside, it was a bike bonanza. They loaded up on as many bikes as they could carry, estimated to be around 50,000 pounds worth, before vanishing into the night. Let's be clear, folks. This kind of behavior is a major bummer. Not only is it illegal, but it hurts local businesses. Thankfully, no one was hurt during this incident, but it's a reminder to be vigilant and report any suspicious activity to the police. Another flash mob just hit a Nike store. This time it went down in Watts, LA, at the store on South Alameda near 97. According to the LAPD, a whole crew of 17 teenagers descended on the store. There's a video of it on the Citizen app, and let me tell you, it's wild. These young ones went nuts, grabbing clothes and shoes left and right, shoving them all into trash bags. They didn't even try to be slick. Faces covered, trash bags overflowing. They just grabbed and ran. Cops say they got away with around $12,000 worth of stuff and somehow managed to escape in 5 different vehicles. Investigators are on the case, but it was a quick and dirty heist. This video is equal parts sad and scary. This guy walks into a store with a baseball bat in his hand, just strolling down the aisles like it's nothing. Then he gets to the TV section and just loses it. Starts swinging that bat for all he's worth, smashing every flat screen in sight. Like, who does that? Talk about a total meltdown.
He did tell me he said he was gonna do that, and I believe him. Wow. No se le acerquen, le va a pegar.
Luckily, the cops got there fast and slapped some handcuffs on him. Let's just say messing around with store property like that won't win you any friends with the law. This crazy robbery went down on May 26, 2018 at Cozy Corner on 426 North Harbor Boulevard in Santa Ana. The security cameras caught the whole thing. 1 minute a worker was just doing her job, the next a robber with a weapon bursts in. Understandably, she was scared stiff. The robber barked orders and she opened the register, putting all the cash in a plastic bag. Just as she handed it over, a shot went off. It's not clear in the video who fired it or where it came from, but thankfully no one got hurt. It all goes down in Mariupol, Ukraine, where this guy totally loses it in a store. The clip starts with a man, axe in hand, barging into the store with his wife, filming the whole thing. Just wait till you see what happens next.
Сука, пидоры ебаные! Кто здесь? Нахуй, пидорасы, кто? Отходим! Пидоры вы ебаные, блядь!
This guy starts hacking away at everything on the counter, sending shoppers scrambling for cover. Apparently, this whole meltdown started because his wife wanted to shop there, but they wouldn't let her in without a mask. So this genius husband decides the answer is to bust in with an axe. Talk about crazy. Somehow, this guy even thought it was a good idea to post the whole thing on social media. Unreal. Cops are definitely on the lookout for this guy, that's for sure.
Хуесосы, блядь! Поработали! Сосите! Совсем, пидоры!
Back on April 23rd, Boynton Beach police officers got a call about a suspected shoplifter. They found the guy who wouldn't answer their questions at first.
Have a seat. You speak English? Sir, you speak English? You speak English? What do you speak? Creole? What's going on? Yeah, go ahead. For that stuff? Sure, you can. You have gloves on? Hello? What's going on with you?
Sorry.
You alright, man? What's wrong?
What's going on with you?
2374.
18, we're 10 4.
I'm sorry? What'd you say?
Hey, just stand up for me real quick.
You just come over here. You're fine, man. I didn't pat him down or anything yet, so. I think LP's coming up. I think he's a 20, dude.
You speak Creole?
I think he's a 20. He's
20?
Yeah.
20s can go to jail too.
Yep.
What's your name? Name. What's your name?
He looks like he might have a wallet in his back right pocket.
What's your name, man?
Turns out his name was Michael. The officer detained him while they figured things out. Luckily, Michael didn't resist arrest and cooperated with the police. The store manager showed up and filled the officers in on Michael's history. Apparently, he had been kicked out of the store before for stealing.
So it was brought to my attention that the gentleman was in here. He was flagged by, as someone who's been trespassing here before.
Okay.
For the exact same theft, unfortunately.
What's that for?
That, I do not know what that was.
Okay, go ahead.
But, so, unfortunately, like, he looked like he was doing the exact same thing that he did the last time, where he went straight back with an electric cart to grab one of these and attempt to steal it. So, I immediately came out trying to figure out, like, where this guy was located. We went to go block the exits. I partnered with the gentleman who's in charge for asset protection for our entire store, and he asked me to please call you guys.
Okay.
As this gentleman has been trespassed in the past.
Okay, so what would you like to do now?
Yes, sir.
I believe off of his instructions, we're just going to process for the trespass. But
All right, now here's what I need you to do. All right.
The officer explained to Michael that trespassing again could lead to trouble and told him to stay away from the store.
Michael, he has something to say to you, all right, sir?
Michael, unfortunately, you have been trespassed from this location. You cannot enter the store under any circumstances. If you do enter the store, unfortunately, we will continue to process and trespass.
Also, too, Michael, just so you understand that, Michael, that you're not allowed back in the store at no time between a year from now. If you was already trespassed before, then you added more to that. You're not allowed back, okay? If you do, whether you take something or you do not take anything, you will be subject to arrest if you're on the property. Also, so you know, Michael, whenever you enter the store, they have a face recognition where when you enter the door, it scans your face, which alert them inside the LP office to let them know that one of the person that been trespassed before are in the store. So do not try it, man, because like I said, they got a face recognition whenever you enter the door. Automatically, it'll alert them and it'll alert us. That's how we was able to get here that quickly, because we also get that notification.
Once the paperwork was done, Michael was free to go, but with a warning, he wasn't welcome back at that store anymore. Talk about a smash and grab. This wild video shows a pair of thieves using a U-Haul truck to plow right through the wall of a car customization shop. They literally just rammed the truck into the building. The shop owner, Candace Davenport, says this is the worst break-in she's ever seen. They've had a few over the years. The thieves got away with over $8,000 worth of rims.
The alarm went off and I looked at my phone, and as soon as I looked at it, I saw a U-Haul banging through the glass and the brick. So we jumped up, called 911 as we headed here. By the time we got here, of course, they were gone.
Police are still looking for the suspects and haven't said whether the U-Haul was stolen. Candace says she just hopes the guys who did this will come forward and return the rims. In the meantime, she's just glad no one was hurt, and her business DA, Steve Mulroy, says this new plan is already in action, and let me tell you, it's needed. Cops are on the hunt for 3 guys who pulled a major heist at a Tesco in Crawley. It all went down on Thursday, December 29th, between 2:45 and 3 p.m. These guys weren't after your average candy bars. They snagged a bunch of top-of-the-line phones, including iPhone 14 Pro Max, iPhone 14 Plus, and iPhone 13, and even a Motorola G62. We're talking about a whopping 10,000 pounds worth of gadgets. This off-duty cop is just minding his own business at the ATM, getting some cash when these 2 thugs roll up on him. One of them, the scary-looking dude on the right, is actually a convicted murderer. Yeah, no joke. These guys are serious and threaten to hurt the cop if he doesn't hand over a big chunk of money. The cop pretends to play along for a bit, but the moment he steps away from the ATM, he whips out his weapon and tells the murderer to get on the ground. Nope, not today, criminals. The other robber tries to run, but they catch him later. Our cop hero cuffs the robber and waits for backup. You gotta see this. The cop even steps on the guy to keep him down, all while grabbing his own ATM card. This cop is keeping things cool under pressure until the real cops show up to haul this robber away. Talk about justice served. This guy throws a total tantrum over a headset at an electronics store. Apparently, the guy bought a $2,000 headset and flipped out because the box was open and he got the wrong item. He accuses the employees of putting returned items back on the shelves to sell to unsuspecting customers. Seriously?
In here and spent $1,700, $150 headset, and that's what came in it.
Michelle or Lorraine, can one of you come out here, please?
What's up, Buttercup?
So he was in here shopping, and this
just a couple hours ago.
The item that's supposed to be in this box.
I paid $150.
Did you break the seal, or was it already broken?
It was already like that. Whatever. I didn't even have to break the seal, nothing. You guys basically took an item and put it back on the shelf and it was returned. I'm not going to spend $1,700 and get you on a headset.
Anytime I do a return on a headset, if it's been open, I don't put it back on the floor because it could have been on somebody's.
Somebody just did an okie doke and they got me. As soon as I got home, I was like, what
Can
the
you
hell?
bring it up to the service desk, please, for a customer? And so he purchased this at 6:20, but this is what was in the box. person and stuff. We didn't beat you. We didn't.
Well, actually, your people did because they didn't check it right.
I didn't beat you.
You don't need to talk in an attitude with us.
You can go to another store if you want to.
The employees try to help him out, but this guy is all attitude. He keeps saying he has a right to be mad because he got the wrong item, all because the worker didn't personally inspect it before handing it over.
I'm not going to be sitting here taking abuse from you. And I'm going to open this up right now and check it.
Thank you.
It's on us how we got up.
I don't need any more from you.
How do we know that you ain't getting over on us? Exactly. So,
Whatever.
exactly. What
I
else?
spent $1,700.
Hey, this is the right item.
You think I'm gonna get you on my headset?
I don't know. People are
Come on,
capable of anything. Is this the right item?
Yeah, that's the right item if you look on the box. This is what happens when you spend $2,000 in your store. This is what I get. I went home with the wrong item because of you guys. I'm gonna have an attitude.
It wasn't because of us.
You represent this company. It was you.
You don't have to shop at Walmart, buddy.
Definitely not going to again.
There you go. I hope you never see me again, man.
I'll be calling about this place. I have all your guys' attitude recorded on this phone. Have it all recorded.
The employees are like, dude, chill. We weren't even the ones who processed this sale. We're just trying to help. But Mr. Karen doesn't care. In his mind, the employees are the face of the company, so they deserve his epic meltdown. Talk about a customer service nightmare. This is like something straight out of a bad movie. May 23rd, security cameras at a local store catch two thieves wearing masks and hoodies strolling in like they own the place. These thieves grab a case of beer and head for the exit like they're invisible.
Good morning, cashier. We are from Live Security. Cashier, male customer is in the store wearing a black outfit. He hide multiple
The
items.
store employee sees what's going down and tries to stop them, but no luck. These beer bandits just muscle their way out, loot in hand. Looks like they'll be getting their buzz on for free, but at least they'll be famous for all the wrong reasons. Maybe next time they'll think twice before trying to pull a stunt like this. This ain't your average U-Haul rental. Security cameras catch a sneaky dude at it again, snagging a U-Haul trailer from a place on South High Avenue on August 9th, 2017. This guy pulls up in his car, backs it up like he owns the place, then hops out and hooks up the U-Haul trailer like nobody's watching. He hitches it up good, jumps back in his car, and just cruises off like nothing happened. The nerve of some people. A cashier at the Kroger on Salem Road in Covington, Desmian Meadows is in hot water for allegedly stealing identities. The sticky situation involves her taking pics of customers' credit cards, checks, and even driver's licenses. Yikes. Cops believe she wasn't working alone and are on the hunt for an accomplice. The sheriff's office is also asking anyone who shopped at that Kroger between February and March of 2024 to check their accounts for suspicious activity. Don't let this crook steal your identity. A homeless woman went wild with a pickaxe at a Rite Aid in Los Angeles. Security footage shows this woman just strolling through the store, pickaxe in hand, grabbing whatever she wanted.
Just give me one turn with the ice pick. No. Just give me one turn and give me Come on now. I don't need shit. I don't smell like skunk.
Customers and employees were understandably freaked out, but no one dared to stop her. She just waltzed out of there like nothing happened. This whole thing highlights the tough issues facing businesses and cities. How do you deal with homelessness and mental health problems? It's a real challenge, and this incident is a scary example of what can happen. Hopefully, the woman got the help she needed, and no one was hurt. This CCTV footage is chilling. The store owner is walking out, probably after a trip to the bank, when these guys in a black car jump him. One guy gets out and mugs him, and another comes to help the robber. These creeps steal his stuff and then speed off like nothing ever happened. The owner thinks they might have followed him from the bank. That's some serious planning for a robbery. This is why you gotta be careful, especially after leaving the bank with cash. A McDonald's customer named Anna was fuming mad because a drive-thru worker cussed her out and basically didn't care about her order. She marched inside to confront the employee, and let's just say it wasn't pretty. The employee totally lost it when Anna said she was gonna get fired.
What's your name? You're just saying what? No, what's your name? You're gonna get yourself in big trouble because I want to know who I spoke to tonight that's giving me an attitude.
I told you my name, Lily, though.
Okay, but then when I walked out, what'd you say?
No, I told you my name. Lily, go present. Okay, go present. What?
She's gonna get herself in trouble. Does she realize that? You can't have this kind of attitude.
Who you are? Yeah.
I don't care who you are either. Okay, check it out. You're cussing. You're behind the counter. You're gonna get fired. I'm not gonna get you fired. I know I'm not walking into the counter. Okay. I'm not walking out the door. I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and you're being Okay, Lily. I am putting you on my phone. You work here. I don't need your. No, this is a freaking free country. We record all the time. I need proof of what you're saying to me. Saying that you're cussing at me and you don't care about me? She's gonna get herself fired.
You need to shut the up. You shut up.
You're calling me her?
I did not say
you just said yeah. You just said it. Yeah.
There was some yelling, and the employee even started to approach Anna, but then backed down. Yikes. Talk about a meltdown. Hopefully the manager stepped in and sorted this whole mess out.
Fuck all you. Fuck. Goddamn simple for change.
This wild video recorded by a customer in the store captured a guy going crazy on camera. He ripped stuff off the shelves like he was in a tornado. Employees and other customers were too scared to stop him, so they just called the cops.
Clear out the whole house and get this stuff.
Luckily, the police showed up fast, pepper sprayed the guy to calm him down and hauled him away. No word on what set him off, but that's some serious supermarket smackdown.
Pepper spray.
Relax. Relax.
This phone store went from 0 to 60 in seconds flat. This video shows a total meltdown. Some guy gets into it with an employee, then totally loses his marbles. He starts flinging phones and displays everywhere like he's playing angry bowling. The poor store clerk just watches in horror as the place turns into a disaster zone.
Good luck with that kid.
This is why we can't have nice things. Let's hope they caught this guy and made him pay for the damage. Shoplifters are running wild at Quality Save in Greater Manchester. Security footage caught a group of thieves grabbing stuff off the shelves like they owned the place. Apparently, this kind of thing happens 2 or 3 times a day at every Quality Save store. These crooks are snatching everything from coffee and laundry detergent to protein shakes and painkillers. The manager, John Coffey, says it's not just desperate people stealing for food. He says some of these thieves are well dressed and well fed, and for them it's like a sport. One guy even told Coffey that shoplifting is his job. Crazy, right? Hopefully they can beef up security at these stores and catch these sticky finger thieves.
Cool.
This warehouse worker is having a nightmare. Security footage caught him fast asleep at the wheel of a forklift. Then he crashed right into a shelf, sending a whole avalanche of products crashing down. This guy wakes up with a jolt, barely dodges the falling debris, and watches in horror as the chaos unfolds. Another worker sees the disaster and scrambles to get out of the way too. Yikes. Luckily, it doesn't look like anyone got hurt, but that was a close call. Maybe this will be a wake-up call for this sleepy driver. This guy just bought an air mattress, but it turns out to be a total dud. He marches into the store, mattress in tow, expecting a full refund for his mom who actually bought it. The manager hits him with the bad news. Store policy says air mattresses can only be exchanged, no refunds.
Came here.
My mom came here.
Okay. You want to return this?
I want to return it. Now they said to go get another one, but there's not another one over there. So now my mom told them that there wasn't another one, and she goes, well, we can't return it. We can't exchange it. So I told my mom, we'll get a gift card because that's a policy. If they can't exchange it, they can give you a gift card,
But,
right?
We don't have it, you mean to say? Let me see. Let me check.
Okay. I don't give a damn about the other one now. I just want to return this or a gift card or something, okay?
But, sir, we have a policy of...
I understand, lady, but look, I'm already here. God damn, I just had to over here, man. Because these ladies over here wouldn't take care of it the first time, okay? They gave my mom a hard time, and my mom asked for a manager, and the skinny lady over there declined her for a manager. So, now I gotta come over here and take care of this myself, taking hours of my day just so I can handle this.
But we have it in the stock, sir.
Okay, well then, what? I want to return it.
You can exchange it. You cannot return. We have it in the stock. If you want to just give this and get that one, the new one, we can exchange it and we can give the new one. That's all we can do.
No, I don't want this product anymore.
So that's the policy of the Walmart return policy about the air mattresses. And we are just following it. We are just doing our job.
The guy gets bummed, but seems to accept it until another employee decides to chime in and start calling him names. Like, seriously? This is where things go south. The customer goes from frustrated to furious. And you can't blame him. Who wants to be insulted while trying to return something?
I'm being stupid, ma'am? Hey, she just called me stupid. She just called me stupid. She just called me stupid.
Ma'am, come on.
She just called me stupid.
Miss Vanessa.
You just called me stupid. What would you call me stupid, ma'am?
I said being stupid.
What exactly? What the mean?
No threats. Here's your receipt. You have a good day.
Is that it?
No threats.
And she just called me stupid. I got you in recording. Just so you know. Hey, your employee just called me stupid.
What?
Your employee over there, the short-headed lady, she just called me stupid. Really? That's how you guys treat customers, man? Why would you guys do this?
She should take ownership of her behavior. I cannot just...
But why would you guys put her in the front like that? We're dealing with customers.
That's you can just talk.
She just called me stupid, man. Really?
Shoplifting is running rampant and retailers are getting hammered. The co-op just released CCTV footage of mass thieves stuffing their bags with booze and yanking scratch card dispensers right off the counters. This is getting out of hand. Retailers are calling it a free-for-all for these criminals, and it's no wonder. The co-op itself saw its highest shoplifting rates ever in the first 9 months of 2023, with nearly 1,000 incidents a day. That's a crazy amount of stolen goods. Hopefully, something can be done to stop this thieving spree. Cops barely showing up for shoplifting calls. The co-op just got some info that's gonna make retailers mad. Turns out, a whopping 71% of serious shoplifting crimes they reported to the police went unanswered. That's right, the cops didn't even show up. This CCTV footage is a perfect example. This guy just rolls into a grocery store, grabs a bunch of stuff, throws it in a bag, and strolls out like he owns the place. And guess what? There's a good chance the cops wouldn't have even come if they were called. Crazy, right? Hopefully things can change, because shoplifting is getting out of control. This CCTV footage shows it all. These masked teens swarming a store, trying to plow right through the security guards. The guards are like, nope, not today, holding the door shut for dear life. But these punks are kicking and shoving to get in. This is why the government just launched a new plan to crack down on shoplifting and such. Here's the gist. Stores will hand over all their CCTV footage of these shoplifters, and the cops will use some high-tech facial recognition software. This fancy program will scan those faces against a massive database of 20 million mugshots. That way, they can hopefully identify these thieves and make them face the music. Maybe this will cool off these wild teenage mobs. This motorcycle trip in Hub Dam back in January turned into a nightmare. This guy was just cruising with his friends when this beat-up motorcycle with 3 masked men flew past them. Next thing you know, these sketchy bikers slam on the brakes and block the road. 2 of them hop off, waving weapons around and scaring the living daylights out of everyone.
भैया ना करें ऐसा, निकालो, मुश्किल का ज़माना है, मुश्किल बंद कर दूं, ऑफ कर दें, घर वाले कॉल करेंगे.
The guy filming gets robbed of his phone and cash, and his friends get hit up too.
अल्लाहु ला इलाहा इल्ला हुवल हय्युल क़य्यूम. पैसे निकाल लें, कार्ड छोड़ दें, कुछ रास्ते के लिए छोड़ दें, 100-200
वो छोड़ देंगे हम, वो दे देंगे,
बाकी नहीं है. लाइसेंस
पक्का
पक्का पक्का
खड़े रहो.
Shaken but safe, at least they were able to catch it all on camera. But this is why you gotta be careful out there, especially in remote areas. Stick to the main roads if you can. Things got heated at the ShopRite on Madison Street in Hoboken on March 7th around 5 p.m. Officers Miller and Montalvo responded to reports of an aggressive shoplifter. Apparently, a 57-year-old guy named Joseph got caught trying to sneak out with extra chicken after only paying for 2 bags. It turns out this wasn't his first rodeo. Joseph had already been banned from the store for shoplifting before.
Hold on. Okay, I paid for this shit. Wait. I paid for this shit. You need to wait. I paid for this shit. Just wait. Just wait. Yeah, he got to go blow my fucking head off. Hold on. Motherfucker, you want to die?
What's your name?
My name's Joe.
Joe, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm Alex.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. Yeah, leave. I bought this, bro. Okay, I bought this.
Right now we're conducting an investigation.
I bought this. I ain't got to steal.
I didn't say that you did steal. Right now, can we figure this out?
Yeah, this guy just grabbed me and put his gun back.
Lieutenant Butler joined the scene to help out with the situation, which sounds like it might have gotten a little out of hand. The store security staff told Officer Montalvo that Joseph paid for 2 bags but tried to walk out with 4.
We was watching him on the camera, right? Okay. And then he got like a first stuff, he paid for 2 stuff, and then like he took like 2, he didn't pay for them. And then I just stopped him.
Is the who's the loss prevention guy? Is he up there?
Felix, yeah, he's upstairs.
Okay, he has everything ready?
Yeah, on the camera, yeah.
Okay, does he want to, do you know if he wants to sign a complaint or no?
You want to sign a complaint? Yes.
All right, how much, what was the total?
What's the total?
Grab me up again, motherfucker. Grab me up again. See what happens?
It's about like $40, but he's with the timber, like he's not supposed to be on the phone.
$40?
Yeah, but he's not supposed to.
And he's not supposed to be here?
Nah, he banned from the store.
He's been banned?
Yeah, court order.
He doesn't have a he didn't have a receipt or anything?
He do have his receipt.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he paid for.
He only paid for 2.
How many did he take?
4.
He took 4. He only paid for 2.
Yes.
He say he wants to sign a complaint?
Yes.
Officer Miller reviewed the security footage upstairs, which confirmed Joseph was both trespassing and stealing.
How you doing?
What? Show me the receipt.
He paid for 2.
Okay.
And he took 2. That's what it was.
So he didn't shoplift?
No, he shoplifted because he had 2 in the bag. He had 4 total.
Is this the same receipt?
Yeah.
Okay, so it says 2 for 10, right? Or no?
All right. It says here.
I'm just trying to understand, like.
Adam sold 2. It's down here. They're 2 for 10, but Adam sold 2. He had 4. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so he wasn't supposed to take 4. He was supposed to take 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
He knew what he was doing. He's a repeat offender.
Okay.
That's Joseph Crandall. He's banned. He's banned from our store. It was a court order. This was from last year. He knew that he's not supposed to be here. He's a trouble person. You know, he's technically.
I'm sorry. Where's the chicken? You guys already took it and put it back, or?
It was the other total was $10, but still, you know, he's trespassing our store. He's not supposed to be. He's been told, you know. We try to avoid not dealing with him because we know how he gets. And to avoid, you know, our safety. But it's like a constant thing when he comes in. I'm noticing now, putting this up. I think he's been here. He's been coming here. Last time I think was March 7th, so he doesn't listen.
Okay.
So, like I said, he's trespassed. He's trespassing our property either way.
I understand.
So these 2 go in the bag, and the other 2 is what he leaves on top. Just pays for those, and that's it.
Okay.
And goes to the register, and that's what he pays.
I got you.
Based on everything they saw and heard, Joseph was arrested at 5:16 p.m. He was handcuffed, searched, and taken to the police station for processing. At the station, they did a more thorough search, took fingerprints and mugshots. Joseph was charged with shoplifting and trespassing, but luckily for him, he got released with a court summons instead of staying in jail. Guess he'll have to answer to a judge for his sticky fingers though.
For it, I get probably 2 to 3 calls a week for it nowadays.
Cops are on the hunt for a crew of dirt bike bandits hitting shops in Grapevine and Irving. These 3 yahoos were caught on camera doing a smash and grab at Lone Star Yamaha in Irving on July 6th.
They wrapped a strap or a chain around the front doors. He drove off and ripped the doors off and then ran in and ran out. By the time that we got here and the police had gotten here, they were already gone.
Just a week later, same MO, different store. Grapevine Power Sports got hit.
We're loading up, you know, a couple of the dirt bikes, but they saw him, and then that's when they took off and they dropped 2 bikes outside, so they would have had more.
Looks like these dirtbags snagged tens of thousands of dollars worth of bikes, including a special edition ATV.
The 2, they actually a 250 SX, and another one was a 450.
Folks at the shops reckon they might have even cased the places before hitting them, because they knew exactly what they wanted.
One guy ran directly to a 450X that was all the way down at the end here. Another guy ran completely around the corner to a vehicle that you can't see. There's no way to see it from anywhere unless you've been in the store before. It's 110 degrees out and we're here all day working to feed our families, yet they come in the middle of the night, you know, and they're not working for anything, stealing stuff.
2 burglaries, both real quick. In about a minute and a half, these clowns managed to grab 2 dirt bikes and that sweet ATV from Lone Star Yamaha. Gotta be fast, right? Well, maybe not the smartest. Seems one of their bikes took a tumble during the getaway, forcing them to stop and fiddle with it. Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, JSO, apprehended a crew of 4 young adults, all in their early 20s on May 1st, right after they committed their 4th and final armed robbery.
Pleased to announce the arrests of 4 individuals who committed a series of armed robberies.
For a month leading up to their arrest, these robbers, 3 men and 1 woman, had been targeting Dollar General stores. Their modus operandi was simple but scary: hoodies, masks, and gloves. They'd wait for employees, leaving after closing, threatened them with weapons, and forced them to open the store safes. Their crime spree started in April and seemed successful at first. Security footage showed them hitting stores on Fort Caroline Road, over $2,300 stolen. Yellow Bluff Road, $2,800. In another location a week later, $3,000. They made their getaways in a white Dodge Charger. On May 1st, on North Main Street, the robbers attempted their final heist. This time, JSO was ready. After following the same pattern and stealing over $3,400, the robbers were met with drones, a SWAT team, and waiting officers. Drone footage captured the frantic scene as the robbers scrambled into their car. JSO deployed a distraction device, and one officer fired a single shot, thankfully no injuries. The car was surrounded, and all 4 suspects were arrested. While no employees were physically harmed, the experience of being robbed at weapon point left them traumatized.
No one's physically hurt, but of course, they're terrorized.
The robbers now faced felony charges and could be imprisoned for a significant amount of time. Weapons, including a 9mm weapon and a 9mm AR-style pistol, were found in their getaway car. JSO is investigating why the single shot was fired. Sheriff Waters advises anyone experiencing a robbery to comply with the robber's demands to avoid getting hurt. In 2017, Kentucky saw the strangest robbery of the year. A guy dressed up as a giant Coca-Cola bottle waltzed into a restaurant, brandished a weapon, and somehow walked away with $500. Talk about a refreshing getaway for the soda thief. This guy in Orange County, California has turned Target returns into his own personal ATM. He walks in, grabs fancy stuff like Dyson vacuums and Ninja blenders, throws them in a cart, then waltzes right up to customer service for a cash refund. Smooth, right? Not exactly.
One instance, they asked him about the property, and he said that the reason he had so many sheets is because he was running an Airbnb. So definitely suspicious if a person is returning multiple items of the same thing.
Irvine PD says this guy's been hitting up multiple targets, playing the gift registry card to get money back on expensive items. He's even gotten bold, swiping iPads right off the counter and making a break for it. The cops think he's pulled this stunt for at least 25 times, raking in around $20,000 worth of loot.
Thousands of dollars. Each loss is different. Some are as low as $500–600 and some are multiple thousands of dollars. He's definitely prolific and he's hit a lot of locations.
Quincy, Illinois just had the weirdest robbery ever. Back in 2023, someone broke into a laundromat after closing time. But here's the kicker. This bandit wasn't after detergent, they were after cash. And they did it all while rocking a full-blown bunny costume. Cops were speechless when they saw the surveillance footage. They even posted it on Facebook, basically saying you gotta see this to believe it. Apparently, this furry felon hopped in, grabbed whatever they could in about a minute, and hopped right back out. The police are asking anyone who recognizes the bunny bandit to come forward. Let's just say laundry day crime sprees won't be the same after this. Shoplifters in New Mexico are getting out of control and cops are trying to slam the brakes on this crime spree. Bernalillo County deputies caught a trio red-handed trying to steal a bunch of stuff from the Target on I-25 in Paseo. Here's a breakdown. Stacy Gallegos and her new friends, Shiloh McGowan and Francisco Garcia, roll up to the Target with sticky fingers in mind. Turns out they weren't exactly inconspicuous. Bernalillo County deputies were watching their every move from the surveillance room.
What were you and your husband doing inside the Target?
We were looking around at the clothes and stuff, and I looked at the clothes. I put some clothes in my purse.
Okay.
A couple items in my
So you
purse.
guys were shoplifting?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what you're asking.
We watched you two the entire time?
Yeah.
After about 30 minutes of tag ripping and purse stuffing with clothes, McGowan and Garcia peace out, only to be met by waiting deputies. Gallegos, meanwhile, throws a vacuum in her cart along with a bunch of other goodies and heads to self-checkout. But here's the thing, she spends nearly 10 minutes pretending to pay, even getting an employee to help her twice. Finally, she ditches the fake scan and tries to bolt. A deputy almost misses her act, but then recognizes Gallegos and she speeds off in her car. Bad move.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
She leads deputies on a crazy chase, weaving in and out of traffic. This joyride lasts almost 10 minutes before she finally crashes into a wall at a Walmart parking lot. Oops. She tries to make a run for it on foot, but doesn't get far.
Hey, get the out! Let me see your head!
Gallegos fessed up to planning the whole heist and got slapped with a bunch of charges, including assaulting a police officer for backing into their car with hers.
I was at Target. I really was trying to get that shampoo because I wanted to go clean my carpets because I have CYFD messing with me.
Okay.
And I just really wanted to clean my house because I have a visit that's going to be coming up.
Believe it or not, she got released on her own recognizance, but will have to face a judge again next month. McGowan also got charged with shoplifting and will be back in court soon. As for Francisco Garcia, he somehow avoided charges this time around. Albuquerque has a shoplifter with a strange side hustle, and let's just say it didn't end well for her. This 29-year-old Desiree Molina had been hitting up Targets for the past 2 months, stealing vacuums and then trying to sell them to people for half price.
Organized crime ring that's been going into a lot of our local retailers and stealing high-end products and then fencing them. Vacuum cleaners, the high-end vacuum cleaners that go for a relatively cheapest $500 up to $700.
Here's the thing, the police were onto her. They caught the whole thing on camera at the Target on course. The footage shows Molina using a special tool to disable the security sensor in a vacuum, then waltzing right out of the store without paying. But Molina wasn't just after vacuums. According to the cops, she also offered to sell an undercover officer an ounce of heroin for $850. Not exactly the smartest move, considering the officer was already onto her shoplifting operation. The police swooped in on Molina as she tried to make the sale in the parking lot, ending her 2-month crime spree.
Right now we're looking at approximately $15,000 to $16,000 worth of stolen merchandise that's been recovered and given back to the retailer.
We're not sure if she got a discount on the handcuffs, but she's definitely facing charges now. 3 young thieves from Philly learned the hard way not to mess with a weapon shop owner. Early in the morning, they hit a Langhorne weapons store, hoping to score a big haul. Luckily, the owner, Eugene Golovstaff, had security cameras rolling. The footage shows 5 guys rolling up at 2:30 a.m., but they couldn't smash their way through the front door, so they went through a window and busted into the workshop.
They're hammering it, they're kicking it, they're, body slamming it.
On camera, you can see them break through a metal door and smash display cases, grabbing pistols and rifles like it's a video game. Golovstaff wasn't having it. He called the cops and his security company, letting them know these guys were armed and dangerous. The police chase was on.
They go in the car, they pull out, and I see blue and red in the back of the camera. So they rolled right on.
Middletown cops followed the stolen car as it sped through New Jersey towns. Finally, in Trenton, they used spike strips to pop the car's tires. The car crashed into a pole and 5 guys scrambled out. The cops caught 3 of them, 2 16-year-olds and a 15-year-old. The best part? The cops found all the stolen weapons in the back of the car. Now, federal ATF agents are on the case, while local cops see if these guys are linked to other weapons store robberies.
The question becomes how many people are going to get shot with those guns. So that's 21 less guns that are going to be in the hands of criminals and on the street.
Golovstaff, who customizes firearms and restores historical weapons, says this is his first break-in, but he's beefing up security for next time.
They probably scouted my store before. They probably knew that there wasn't a lot to take. So they went in anyways. So it's a lot of effort for 5 guys to take 20 guns. Guns are not on the street. That's a good sign. For me, the takeaway for me is to improve the security even more.
Looks like these young punks learned a valuable lesson. Messing with weapons and cops is a recipe for a bad day. Four masked bandits hit SK Arms in Flower Mound like a wrecking crew. In under 30 seconds, these clowns smashed a display case, grabbed 15 weapons, and bolted. The whole thing was caught on camera. This isn't an isolated incident. Turns out it's the latest in a string of weapons store robberies plaguing the area.
Getting these firearms located and off the streets are our highest priority. The circumstances are very similar.
Here's the rundown. April 13th, 5 suspects ransacked Elliott White Gun Company in North Richland Hills.
Stole several firearms, 9 to be exact.
April 18th, Republic Arsenal in Capel got hit with the same smash and grab treatment.
Again, 5 suspects broke in, smashed cases, and took firearms. They took a total of 18.
In total, these robberies put 42 weapons on the street. Yikes. But there is a glimmer of hope. Investigators spotted an older model red Ford Escape at 2 of the crime scenes. The ATF and the National Shooting Sports Foundation are offering a reward of up to $10,000 for any information that leads to catching these thieves.
Asking the public's help to find these suspects, because once those firearms enter unlawful commerce, we lose track of them. And it is known that they end up in violent crime, and we want to do our best to protect the public.
This dramatic footage shows a jewelry store robbery in Manchester city centre. Two guys armed with sledgehammers like they're about to demolish a building burst into the Cheshire Watch Company on King Street. It all happened super fast. Smashed goes to door. Then smash goes to display case. In a flash, they snag 8 fancy watches worth a whopping £165,000. Good thing there were no customers or staff around to get hurt during this chaos. The thieves grabbed 3 Rolex watches and 5 Cartier ones before speeding off on a stolen silver Honda moped. The police found the moped later, abandoned in a casino parking lot, but the watch-wielding robbers are still on the loose. Yikes. This is why you gotta be careful with those expensive watches. On May 17, 2020, around 2:40 p.m., 2 guys walked into a 7-Eleven and confronted the store clerk, demanding a refund for something they didn't even buy there. When the clerk refused, one of the guys handed a knife to the other, and things got heated.
Open up the ratio. What? Open up the ratio. What do you do? I'm saying, sácala, güey, sácala. Sácala. Entrale. It's good for you? Nah, it's good. Nah, it's good. Can you give my shit, my boy? Really? You want to follow me or what? Nah, I want to follow, boy. Huh? Nah, I want to follow the car. Entrale. You like that, you're going to pay the money? Nah, I'm just trying to give you my refund. Refund for that shit. No, we don't have them inside. No, it's not good.
The clerk ended up getting stabbed in the arm. Both suspects took off on foot, heading south on Tustin Avenue from 17th Street. They're described as Hispanic males, aged 17 to 20. Once they're caught, they'll be charged with assault with a deadly weapon.
I give you the money, don't shit, man. I give you the money, don't. Honestly.
This 7-Eleven in Fresno got hit by a couple of robbers. Surveillance footage shows 2 young guys in hoodies strolling into the store on September 19, 2022. These guys weren't there for Slurpees. They darted straight behind the counter and started swiping packs of cigarettes and whatever else they could grab. The clerk didn't try to stop them, probably a smart move, just told them to get out of there. The robbers didn't waste any time and bolted out of the store with their loot. Hopefully the police caught these quick cigarette-stealing thieves. In Fresno, California, security footage shows 2 guys rolling into botched jewelry like they're just browsing. They're chatting up the worker, checking out all the shiny gold like they're about to make a big purchase. Then, the guy in black whips out a weapon, points it at the worker, and announces robbery. Plot twist, the owner was an avenant. He pulls out a weapon of his own, and those robbers scatter faster than roaches. Looks like the bad guys messed with the wrong pawn shop owner. Hopefully they learned a valuable lesson about keeping it legal. The smoke shop in Fresno got hit by robbers, and it's all caught on camera. Surveillance footage shows 3 guys bursting into high society smoke shop on McKinley and Cedar on December 19th around 10 p.m. One thug pulls a weapon on the employee, while the other 2 ransack the place, grabbing cash and whatever smoking supplies they can stuff in their bags. This is scary stuff. The good news is the police released the video, hoping someone will recognize the robbers. Hopefully they'll catch these crooks and get them off the streets. Shapewear scammers are back at it in South Florida. This time they hit a family business in Margate called Forest Style. A woman walks in claiming she just had cosmetic surgery and needs some high-end Colombian shapewear, fajas. The shop owner, Santiago Espina, and his girlfriend bend over backwards to help her, even staying open an hour late. This nice lady tries to pay with her phone but says it's not working.
The first time she tried to pay with Apple Pay. It didn't work out. She entered her card manually. We give her privacy because I don't want to see her card.
She was like, I need new jeans because my jeans doesn't fix me anymore.
So she does the whole manual credit card routine 3 separate times, racking up over $760 in different cards. Here's the kicker. All 3 cards are disputed within a week, and the phone number she gave is disconnected.
We start to trying to call her and say if we can fix this.
The shop owners are fuming. They believe they were scammed, and the police are now investigating. This isn't the first time shapewear has been targeted by thieves in South Florida. Last year, shoplifting sprees were a problem. The family wants to warn other small businesses. Be careful. Maybe start asking for ID when making big transactions. These scammers are giving honest customers a bad name. The Starbucks in Fresno got robbed by a cosplaying crook. Security footage shows a robber wearing a Transformers mask walking in and pointing a replica weapon straight at the barista. He even brandished a knife. This all happened while customers were there, and one brave soul actually tried to stop the robbery. Luckily, no one got hurt, but that customer definitely risked their life trying to intervene. The cops are now looking for this wannabe Transformer robber, and hopefully, they catch him before he pulls another stunt. Remember, as tempting as it might be, it's never a good idea to intervene in a robbery. Your safety comes first. Uh-oh, sticky fingers at the Nike store in Westlake. Security footage shows a group of women walking into the store. Now we can't say for sure if they're the culprits, but apparently some shoplifters hit the place and snagged about $5,000 worth of Nikes. The cops are probably reviewing all the security footage to see if they can catch these sneaker bandits. Let's hope they track them down and those stolen Nikes get back where they belong. Franklin police in Tennessee swooped in on a jewelry store robbery just as it was happening. It all went down around 8 p.m. on December 3rd at a mall south of Nashville. Here's the crazy part. Customers were still inside the mall when the cops showed up. Body cam footage caught the whole thing. 4 robbers smashing jewelry display cases with what looked like a sledgehammer. Talk about brazen.
They smashed jewelry. Going out the main mall. Get on the ground!
Things got even wilder when one of the suspects pepper sprayed an employee trying to stop them. But these clowns were no match for the Franklin PD. A chase ensued through the mall, and one suspect even got into a physical altercation with an officer.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
In the end, justice prevailed. All 4 suspects were arrested. Even better news? Turns out this wasn't their first rodeo. Franklin police believe these same bozos are responsible for at least 5 similar robberies across Tennessee and Arkansas in the past few weeks, stealing over $1.5 million worth of jewelry. This homeless man in a store was caught trying to swipe some food. Another customer caught the whole thing. The guy grabs some stuff, pockets it, thinking he's in the clear, but then a bystander pops up like a superhero. This person confronts the man and basically tells him to empty his pockets right there on the spot.
I will not allow you to steal from the store. Empty your drawers. I'm drawing the line in the sand. This stops today.
Now, this bystander probably meant well, trying to stop a theft and all, but honestly, it's a risky move. These kinds of confrontations can get ugly fast. Hopefully, things didn't escalate. The situation got resolved peacefully. Security footage from a cell phone store caught a guy in a white t-shirt acting all interested in iPhones. He chats up the clerk, pretends to browse, then snatches an iPhone right off the display and makes a run for it. The employees just watched him go, probably figuring the cops can easily track that demo phone. This dude might have gotten away with a fancy new phone, but the police are hot on his trail. Let's hope they catch him before he upgrades to another stolen phone. Philly protests turned ugly after a peaceful start. Here's the deal. People were demonstrating over a cop getting off scot-free after shooting a man in his car. Things were chill at first, but then looting broke out. More than a dozen people, mostly teenagers, were arrested after hitting up stores like Foot Locker, Apple, and Lululemon. The police are clear. These looters weren't part of the original protest. So yeah, a peaceful movement for justice took a turn for the worse. On April 23rd, police got called to a gas station for a shoplifter who snagged some booze and ran away before they arrived. But guess what? This genius came back for round 2 while the cops were still on the scene. Gas station clerk spotted him trying to pull the same stunt again and alerted the officers.
Come here. Don't reach in your pockets. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Trevor, that's the second time. I got his ass right now. He put it down.
Hey, really? What's up?
Why? Check in your pockets, make sure you don't have nothing in it?
Yeah, that one. That's fine.
No, it's not. Have a seat right here, bud. Right there.
Thank you, babe.
Watch him for a second so I can get his 49.
What are you taking from him then?
No, never that.
Huh?
Never that, Dad. Never that.
Never bad. What does that mean?
Never that. No, I'm not a thief. I mean,
So what are they accusing you of?
it's fucked up, I know.
Of
I'm right
what?
down the road. I'm right down the road.
What are you talking about?
He sent there.
You drank too much already?
Too much. It's not okay.
Because your responses are kind of odd to me.
Yeah, it's fucked up, yeah.
So you've been drinking today?
Dad.
I'm really confused on what you're trying to say.
Dad, I'm not okay. Can I get an Uber home, please?
Why?
Because I'm not feeling really good today.
Why?
Because, you know.
You drank too much?
You know, Dad. You know. I'm not okay.
What'd you call me?
Dad. Is that okay?
It's not okay. I'm not your dad.
Don't hit me.
The police saw the guy was clearly hammered and drove himself to the store. Seriously, dude, not the brightest move. The cops tried to question him, but his intoxicated Einstein wasn't exactly cooperating. He got sarcastic, threw insults, and basically made a bad situation worse.
You're parked right here.
You're parked right there.
That's not my car.
That was not your car? Is that your phone that's on your car?
Figure it out. I don't know. Figure it out. I don't know.
You just want to make things
I don't
complicated
get you,
today, huh?
Bro, I'm trying to Uber home.
I think we're past that.
I'm trying to Uber home, and I'm trying to go home. I'm not in a good mood, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, let me ask you this. How did you get to the gas station then?
I'm here, no?
I know, but how did you get here?
I don't know. Maybe an Uber. Maybe someone brought me. Maybe you brought me. Did you bring me?
I did not.
You didn't? Okay, then.
So what do you mean?
Then okay. I'm right up the road, bro. My crib is nicer than yours. I'm sure it's nicer than yours.
I'm sure it's not.
I'm
sure if you're drinking at 11 in the morning,
Corral gate.
it's not better than mine.
I promise. Well, you got a gate?
Okay.
You got a gate? You type in the gate or no?
The officers, bless their patient hearts, stayed calm and tried to give the guy a sobriety test. He wasn't having it though. Ditched the test halfway through and bam, cuffs went on.
I'm sorry, I'm right up the road. Just let me Uber home.
Real quick, are you going to finish the test that my
I want to go
partner is trying
home.
to give to you? Yes or no? Or are you going to refuse to take the test?
Now I know what you're doing. Don't.
Okay. So
now I know what you're doing. Okay, Spencer, I got you. Yeah.
Take your hands out of your pocket for me. Okay. So you're gonna do the test?
Whatever you want. You already know I failed that fucker, so just please.
There's no pass or fail, okay? So you either want
to. Please let me Uber, please.
You either want to do it or you don't.
I don't want to do it.
Okay.
Then that's fine. I don't want.
While he was still in the car, the officer read him his rights and informed him about additional tests, but the guy refused again.
Yes. Who is employed by a hospital or physician of your choice to perform an additional chemical test. The cost of an additional chemical test will be paid by the law enforcement agency. Do you agree to take our test?
Come on, Dad.
It's a yes or no question. Do you agree to take the test?
No.
No?
The officer explained that refusing the tests could mean losing his license, but that just made him more aggressive.
I cannot force you to take our test, but if you refuse to, you will
Stop
lose
shaking, Dad.
I'm not shaking.
It looks like it.
I'm not shaking. Now listen to me.
You might take me right here with my fucking with the cuffs on, fool, but like straight period, fool. Stop shaking. Don't do that. That's
okay,
crazy, Dad.
Okay, listen to
That's
what I'm
crazy,
telling you.
Dad.
I cannot force you to take our test, but if you refuse, you'll lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you were convicted in court of driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you refuse to be tested.
The officer were able to get statements from the clerks about the shoplifting incident, as well as security footage of the guy rolling up and entering the store for evidence.
And then we'll pull up the stolen items. And then you said he tried to take a 12-pack. Oh, this one.
Today.
Okay.
This morning.
Where'd you catch him at?
Right there at the door.
So he was walking out with it?
Yep.
Yeah, and
Sweet.
he saw, oh, you caught this one. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, you did this earlier. He said, we ain't doing this.
You know, their DA's prosecuting shoplifting now. We don't have to do officer prosecution anymore.
Really?
So we turn it over to them and they go. So that's pretty awesome.
The bottom line, this shoplifting spree landed him with a DUI charge. Let's hope you learned a valuable lesson about drinking, driving, and stealing. Don't do it. This New Haven Walmart checkout line got a little spicy. 29-year-old Richard Smith tried to walk out with a cart full of stuff, around $600 worth, without paying. When the alarms went off, he told an employee his phone app must have messed up. Officer Paul Vitale, who happened to be working extra duty, saw what was happening and asked Smith for a receipt.
I'm trying to purchase my stuff.
Okay, you passed the point of sale station.
I didn't put in anything. I thought it went through. It did not. So I'm trying to bring it back up on my phone.
Since Smith didn't have one, the officer politely asked him to step aside. Things went south fast.
Okay. You think I'm supposed to be scared because you're a cop?
Nope, you're not supposed to be scared of me because
I gotta listen to you, you're a cop? What are you gonna do, kill me?
Actually, no,
you put your hands on me in Walmart?
Smith got in the officer's face, yelling about social distancing during COVID. Officer Vitale pulled out his pepper spray, but thankfully didn't use it.
Now you're being detained.
Detained for what?
Okay.
Detained for what?
Because I have to identify you. And
Identify me for what? I have Walmart Pay. It did not work. I made a mistake and went right back to the register.
Smith finally put his hands behind his back after being instructed, but then bolted for the door.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Listen, get your hands out of your pocket.
Officers, listen.
A quick tackle in the vestibule ended his escape attempt. The police chief reviewed store footage and confirmed Smith never even tried to pay. Not only is Smith facing shoplifting charges, but he's also getting hit with assault on an officer, interfering with police work, and even drug charges for what they found in his pockets. The police chief also backed Officer Vitale's use of force, saying it was reasonable given the circumstances. Gwinnett County needs your help to catch a gas station bandit. This crook hit a Shell station in Peachtree Industrial Boulevard near Norcross and went way beyond grabbing a pack of smokes and a Slurpee. Security footage shows this thief rolling up with a black trash bag and a pry bar. Not exactly a customer appreciation kit. He smashed the outdoor cameras, then forced his way inside the store. Once in, he grabbed over $1,000 in cash and a whopping 136 cartons of cigarettes. That's a lot of smoke breaks. On top of the stolen loot, this thief did about $2,000 worth of damage breaking in. Absolute scum stole from heroes. This lowlife targeted an EMS station early Monday morning, snatching vital medical equipment from the people saving lives on the front lines. Security cameras caught the whole thing. This thief bypassed their fancy code sensor somehow and waltzed right in. It gets worse. A paramedic was even sleeping peacefully in the dorm room, completely unaware a crime was happening just feet away.
He cased the building from inside. He walked around and kind of looked, I guess, to see what he wanted to steal.
The crook made off with several computers and scanners, tools paramedics need to do their jobs. They even had the nerve to roll out a blanket to load up their loot.
I was a little bit frustrated and aggravated because now you're taken away from the management team that's in the middle of a pandemic that's supposed to be handling a crisis.
The EMS staff is scrambling to get by with what equipment they have left, borrowing from nearby stations. Nobody messes with our medical heroes and gets away with it.
I hope the perpetrator is caught and thrown in jail.
Stealing, and especially from people who put their lives on the line on a daily basis in the community, is really egregious.
Imagine this. You're hanging out with friends at the Irvine Spectrum on a Monday night, just chilling. You head to the bathroom and two guys with a weapon roll up on you and your crew. That's what happened to a group of 4 teenagers at the Spectrum. Luckily, one teenager managed to escape, but the other 3 got stuck in a sticky situation. These 2 robbers demanded their shoes. Talk about a bizarre heist. The robbers ended up stealing 3 pairs of shoes and a baseball hat. This UPS store went from deliveries to delusions in seconds. A woman walks in, clearly out of it, ranting about serial killers after the UPS manager. The manager, bless her patient heart, tries to stay calm and reason with her, but this lady got some serious entitlement issues and won't leave.
I don't
need
Can you
stuff.
leave?
No,
Can you please leave? Can you please leave,
I
please?
follow the 10 Commandments.
Can you leave,
I follow the 10
please?
Commandments. You do
Can
not.
you leave, please,
My
or else I will be
sister,
calling the police on you, ma'am.
Good. I will call them.
Okay.
Call them right now. Call them right
Okay.
now. Call them right now. I want to talk to them. I want to tell them that you keep discriminating against a very
Against
innocent
you,
woman.
I'm asking you to leave because you're
You know
being
my
rude right
sister's a
now.
serial killer. You know
You're
Neil's a serial
being
killer.
rude right
you know
now.
Joe Freeman's a serial killer.
You're
and by the
being
way, you know
rude
they're
right
going to kill
now.
you. They're going to kill you.
Get out of here. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Now. Get out, lady. Get the out. Now. Get out. Get out, lady. Get out now. Get out. Get out, please. 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 I am going to call the cops if you do not get out, please.
Finally, the manager has to lay down the law. Leave or we call the cops. The woman throws a fit, but eventually slinks out.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
Why are you so hateful?
Get out.
Why? Tell me why.
Get out.
Tell me why.
Get out before I get out.
Tell me why.
Get out, lady.
Tell me why.
Get
Why?
out.
Why are you
I'm asking you to get out.
Tell me why.
I'm asking you to get out, please.
Tell me why.
Get out.
Give me one reason.
Because you're rude. Get out.
Rude.
I asked you, what do you
I'm
need?
a victim.
Get
You're
out.
rude.
Get
I'm a
out.
victim.
Get
You're
out,
rude.
lady. Get out, please. Get out, please.
I'm a victim. You're
Get out, please. Get out, please. Get out, please. We do not need your business, please.
You know what?
Get out.
You have
Get out,
me
please.
since
Get
day
out,
one.
please.
And I have not
Get
done
out,
anything to
please.
you.
Get out, please.
I have not.
Get out, please.
Okay, I'm reporting
Get
you
out,
to your
please.
boss. I'm reporting
Get
you to your
out,
boss.
please.
I'm reporting you
Get
to your
out,
boss.
please.
I'm reporting you.
Yikes. Hopefully she got the help she needs. The manager never has to deal with anything that crazy again. This beer thief in Lakeland, Florida, learned the hard way not to mess with convenience store owners. Surveillance footage shows a guy trying to walk out of a store on July 17, 2018, with 3 whole cases of natural ice beer and no intention of paying. The owners catch him in the act and chase him down. One owner even pulls out a weapon, which he accidentally drops during the chase. The thief jumps in his car and tries to speed away, but the other owner fires a shot at him. Thankfully, nobody got hurt, but the store owner ended up getting charged with attempted murder. This whole situation is a mess. Let's hope everyone involved learned a valuable lesson. Stealing beer is never worth getting shot over, and store owners shouldn't use weapons unless absolutely necessary. Lotto ticket snatcher strikes again. This security footage from a store in Baytown shows a guy acting shady. The employee is helping him out, but the second the worker's back is turned, this dude swoops in and snatches some lottery tickets. He even looks around to see if he can snag anything else before casually strolling out of the store. The employee is none the wiser, left wondering where those tickets went. Sneaky, sneaky. Hopefully the cops can track down this lottery ticket bandit. At International Plaza in Tampa, 3 thieves broke into a shoe store called Vault 813 in the most literal way possible by punching a hole through the back wall. Security cameras caught the whole thing. These guys weren't exactly inconspicuous, stuffing box after box of shoes into trash bags and creating enough noise to wake the dead. The damage report is brutal. Broken drywall, busted locks, shattered display cases. Basically, these shoe bandits trashed the place while stealing nearly $200,000 worth of merchandise. Apparently, some of the stolen kicks were super rare. Vault 813 is offering a $20,000 reward for any info that leads to an arrest, and they're asking people to keep an eye out for these expensive shoes on the street. If you see someone rocking some ridiculously rare sneakers, there's a good chance they were ill-gotten gains from this wild shoe store raid. The Tampa Police Department is also on the case, using the surveillance footage to track down these sneaky sneaker thieves. In Hamilton, security cameras caught a guy swiping stuff from a Habitat for Humanity store. This guy rolls up on his bike, scopes out the place, then parks it like he owns the joint. Next thing you know, he throws on a mask and heads inside. A few minutes later, he emerges with a bag full of loot worth about $3,500 and pedals away on his bike. Habitat for Humanity helps people in need, so stealing from them is a super low blow. Hopefully the cops catch this crook and make him pay for what he took. This gas station in Palm Coast got robbed by a homeless man in a bad way. Security footage shows a guy walk right in on March 17, 2019, and head straight behind the counter. Before the clerk can even blink, he snatches some tobacco. Then, to make matters worse, he throws a punch at the clerk. This dude wasn't messing around. The cops showed up and apparently he tried to fight them too. Let's hope they were able to calm him down and get him the help he needs. This whole situation is just sad. Gamers gone wild. This dude at GameStop threw a total tantrum because he couldn't get cash back for a returned game, store credit only. The video shows him going from zero to meltdown in seconds, yelling and screaming about the policy.
There's nothing that I can do about it. That's just their policy. Like, it won't even come back in as a return to a brand new game. It's when I scan your receipt, it's gonna see when this one was bought, and it's gonna automatically give you trade credit.
Then things take a turn for the smashy. This guy starts chucking game cases and knocking over displays like he's playing a real-life Rampage game. The employees just stand there speechless as the store turns into a disaster zone. It's like a scene straight out of Grand Theft Auto, but way less cool and way more embarrassing for the guy. Let's hope they were able to tackle him before he wrecked the whole store. Here's a new kind of crime wave hitting stores, and it's getting scary. Organized retail crime, where groups of thieves steal stuff to sell online, is on the rise. And guess who's paying the price? You are. Here's the deal. Stores are losing billions to these coordinated robberies, and they're jacking up prices to make up for it.
It's an absolute threat. You know exactly what stores to hit, when and where. Obviously, the profitability is the key here.
Experts say the average family is shelling out an extra $500 a year because of this crime surge.
Are you seeing a dramatic rise in this type of crime?
Absolutely. It's growing double-digit year over year.
But that's not the worst part. This isn't just a bunch of teenagers grabbing candy bars. We're talking violent gangs, international crime rings, and even groups possibly linked to terrorism.
These criminal networks, they may be full-time drug traffickers that see an opportunity to work with a crew that's already stealing.
These criminals are getting bolder, threatening employees with weapons and causing major mayhem. Big stores like Home Depot are getting hit hard. They've lost billions this year alone and are scrambling to protect their workers. They're testing out alarms, extra security cameras, and even locking up merchandise. Sure, it might be a little annoying for shoppers, but Home Depot says these new measures have saved them over $1 million in just one store. The bottom line, organized retail crime is a serious threat, and it's costing everyone. Let's hope the authorities can crack down on these criminals before things get even worse. This Halloween night robbery at a Johnny Quick in Fresno wasn't exactly a treat. Security footage shows two suspects rolling in around 1:11 a.m. on October 31st, 2016. One suspect, a bigger dude in his mid-30s or 40s, pulls a weapon on the clerk and demands all the cash from the register. The other suspect, a woman in her late 20s or 30s, rocking a black sweatshirt with a heart elephant combo, seems to be keeping lookout. They snagged the money and bolted in a silver SUV. This video captures a total meltdown in Walmart. A woman starts a verbal brawl with the manager and won't back down for anything. Her friends try to calm her down, but she's on a roll. The manager tells them all to leave, but this entitled woman isn't having it. She's acting like she owns the place and completely ignoring the manager's pleas.
Line is right here. Don't stand off right here.
Everybody involved needs a
store
immediately.
You were standing right.
Everybody involved needs to leave my store immediately. Ma'am, leave.
That's fine. You ain't saying nothing.
Everybody go.
Well, they being held though. No, I'm telling them to leave as well. She's finalizing the transaction. Oh, she needs to do her transaction. I can't hold that money. I can't hold that money. I need you to leave. Ma'am, I need you to leave or I'm going to have somebody schedule.
Okay, so they started with me and you let them leave.
You're closing in my store. That's why they're going to.
But they finished their transaction, though. They finished.
Ma'am, I need you to leave.
Don't talk to me.
Hopefully, security escorted them out and restored peace to Walmart. Who needs this kind of drama while shopping for groceries, right? A nightmare in Oakland's Chinatown. A one-key supermarket employee was robbed at weapon point on Wednesday morning. The shop owner Shirley Liu is fed up. This isn't the first time this has happened, and Liu says it's time to take action. Security footage shows the suspect pulling out a weapon and threatening the employee, who was just leaving to pick up supplies for the store. Liu says she opened their business 9 years ago in a safe neighborhood, but things have changed. Customers are scared to come in, and her business is suffering.
Almost every day, in the area. Maybe sometimes over there, sometimes another way, something problem. Chinatown, a lot of problem, and every day something problem coming. We worry. I don't want to come in, because so dangerous.
She's calling on the Oakland Police Department to step up patrols, especially in the early mornings when employees are making deliveries or pickups. Liu also wants to see more arrests and prosecutions to send a message that crime won't be tolerated in Chinatown.
Yeah, before no police, no problem, but now is so dangerous.
The Oakland PD says they're actively investigating this case, but for now, Liu and her employees are left feeling shaken. Holshot Motocross in Churchfield just got hit by some serious dirt bike thieves. Security footage shows two crooks rolling up around 11 p.m. on Friday, July 12th. These clowns weren't messing around. They whipped out a disc cutter and sliced right through the door locks and security shutter like butter. In just 4 minutes, they loaded 5 motorbikes into a white Mercedes Sprinter van and vanished faster than a cheetah on Red Bull. That's gotta sting for the owner. Thousands of dollars worth of bikes gone in a flash. Here's hoping the police caught these slowlifes and got those bikes back where they belong. And maybe Holshot Motocross will invest in some serious security upgrades. On August 12th, police were called to Buffalo Wild Wings for a full-blown meltdown. Apparently, a young lady got a little too rowdy and refused to leave when the manager asked her nicely. The cops arrived to find this woman in a full-on screaming match with the manager. She wasn't exactly Miss Manners, let's just say. The patient officers tried to give her a chance to leave without getting arrested. This woman, not having it.
My friend got 6 barbecue sauce and we already got, my friend got 6 barbecue sauce. And I got French fries, and we already paid for our stuff. And I have video too. I'll show you my ID and all that shit. I'm gonna talk, and we can talk. I have respect. I've been waiting. No, I'm not. This is where my issue is. Like, I would not leave. You're not gonna make me leave. I'm gonna put my ID and everything. But I've been coming here. I come here with my mentor and shit. What is it? What do you want? You just don't want my black.
It's a very good opportunity for you to leave and de-escalate the situation.
No, I'll leave after I press my charges. I'm before lodging and everything.
There's no charges being pressed. If you don't leave, you're going to be trespassed.
You can say that. I'm going to get trespassed. But he can give me his general manager and everybody's number.
Okay, we'll get it for you.
I have a lawyer. I don't play that shit. No, this is too deep. And I have evidence. I'll step outside. But
she threw a tantrum, yelled some more, and basically acted like a toddler. The officers, bless their hearts, calmly explained that if she didn't leave, she'd be charged with trespassing.
Your whole load. You don't want to play with me like that, bro. I'm outside. You ain't Buffalo Wild Wings. I'll put this whole restaurant right now. It's cool, bro. I don't even get down like that, bro. I'm niggas that get down. I don't. I just need my check. I'm done. You go to the side, please. What is that? Officer W. Kusa? I need them two number. That's all I know.
Okay, I got that. So can I get your ID before I sign off?
No. I'll give you my ID. Give me those two, though. I'll give it to you.
You want their numbers or their names?
I need everything. The number, the names, the general manager, everything under Buffalo Wild Wings. You heard all them threats getting made to me. I'm gonna record this too. Because you heard all them threats getting made to me. You didn't want to do nothing. Now it's an issue when I open the door. You see this shit? But all them threats was getting made to me inside. It was never ever open. It's an issue now. It's an issue though now. It's an issue now, bro.
No, we're staying
I have a
outside.
question though. I'm not. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You don't have no reason to detain me or anything.
Oh, we do. We're
So
gonna detain you.
You
Don't.
can detain me, but I'm not even cooperating. So, no, have respect. I know the law. Don't play with me like that, bro.
Well, this drama queen decided she just had to get back inside, even if it meant getting arrested. The officers, ever the gentleman, said nope. Seeing she wasn't winning the yelling match, the woman stomped out to her car.
No, it don't even matter. I need to sue everybody's. The managers, the employee, everybody's.
You want to sue?
Why does it matter?
So we can't sue them. That's a civil issue. You have to call. You have to call them.
So I can get the number to everybody. Why are you touching me though? I'm not even trespassing. Why are you touching me?
All we're
You guys are
actually
not
do is
listening.
leave, and you won't get in trouble or anything.
Why though? I
Complain,
called. Why you guys not listening to me?
Because they don't want you here.
But I don't give
They
a
have a right to not have you in their business.
business, but okay, but
Where's your car at?
right there. Don't want everybody fucking blocking out.
This one right here?
Yeah, please.
All right. Can you kindly get in your car and leave?
Can I have a conversation with you guys, though? Because my family be here all the time, and I'm gonna have to come back.
3 William 42 to play.
Please.
The officers, seeing she's clearly intoxicated, inform her she can't drive home. They even offer her a ride. Can you believe their generosity? This woman, she doubles down on the crazy.
We're trying to figure out a way to just get her to leave, but obviously her car's here, but then she's been drinking too.
Yeah, I know.
So we told her she can even.
Once she starts it, you guys are gonna get her for a DUI. I already know.
Yeah. And we're not trying to do that. We're
No,
trying to
I hear
get
you guys. You guys are trying to get her out of here.
She's being somewhat compliant, but at the same time, it's like she's being difficult still. So
I get it. Thank you, sir.
Yep, you're welcome, man.
Goes well with her, all right?
Well, here's the thing. Since you are being trespassed, you can't just sit here.
But what? I'm going.
You gotta go to the other side.
No, I'm not going to drive this car, so they can pull me over and give me that shit right away.
Okay, well you gotta walk over there or something. You're still on their property.
My car's on this property, dude. Why you guys keep doing this? I'm not going inside the property. This is like trying to urge some shit on somebody. I can put my seatbelt on and I can go home.
No, you can't drive. I'll give you a ride home.
No, that's what you're not gonna do. You can give me the breath tester and you can test my alcohol percentage.
No, we're not doing that. You're not driving.
Okay, so just give me my percentage. Give me an actual shit, and if I'm not lit, you can.
No, that's not how that works. I have reasonable suspicion that you're above the legal limit for DUI right now.
You see this shit? How? I didn't even drink
just
inside.
leave your car parked here and then come get it and
But
have someone
I'm
come
not
get it.
doing that. He can give me the actual test like a human being.
that's not happening.
Like he would do. Okay,
We're just trying to
then it's okay. I'm just in my car. It don't matter. I'm not inside
But you're still
that
on their
restaurant.
property. You're trespassed.
It don't
You can't be
matter.
here.
Bro, that's hepatitis. No, that's not their property. Well, like, this is the common shit. This is public grounds. Well, like, that right there, from that sidewalk on there, my dead dad's life, that's their property. I already went to.
Since this woman clearly wasn't behaving and refused to cooperate, she got detained. She ended up charged with assault on a peace officer. Kudos to the officers. They definitely showed a whole lot more patience than most of us would have. This clip might look like a regular video of a couple shopping in a supermarket, but it's actually the last known footage of a woman who went missing a few days later. Alicia Apostoloff Boyrin disappeared from Mansion Underline, Tameside, Greater Manchester in January 2022. The video was shot on January 14th, the same day her debit card was last used. Alicia and an unknown man were seen together in Sunderland Bridge, Croxdale, Durham, on the same day. Their whereabouts remained unclear until Alicia's family reported her missing after not hearing from her for several days. Investigators then discovered evidence suggesting Alicia and the unidentified man had traveled from Durham to Glossop, Derbyshire in the intervening period. The purpose of their trip is unknown. Alicia was last seen in a Volkswagen Passat with a yet-to-be-identified man, who authorities are now considering a potential suspect. The car was later discovered abandoned on the highway near where they were last spotted. Despite a meticulous search of the vehicle, investigators found no crucial evidence. Alicia's family vehemently denies she would ever abandon her life and claims they had no knowledge of this man. The security footage offered little help in identifying him due to poor quality. A video has surfaced showing a guy totally losing it in the grocery aisles. This guy's on a mission of destruction, throwing and smashing everything in sight. The beverage section gets hit the hardest. He's popping open bottles like he's celebrating. The whole scene is just baffling.
Where's the place?
Nobody knows what set him off, but watching him wreck all that food is like watching a food fight gone horribly wrong. Hopefully, someone stopped him before he trashed the entire store. The cops are on the hunt for a shoe thief who turned violent at a WSS store on Southwest Military Drive on June 2nd. The skrook waltzed in, grabbed some shoes, and when employees tried to stop him, he flashed a knife. Luckily, the employees weren't hurt, but they let the jerk walk out with the stolen kicks. If you recognize this guy or saw anything suspicious at the store that day, speak up. The police need your help to track down this knife-wielding shoe thief. A sneaky shopper named Danielle tried to pull a fast one on the ShopRite on North Main Street in Lacey Township on March 26th. Here's the play-by-play. Around 4:12 p.m., Officer Trans got called to the store for a shoplifting report. Turns out, a woman, later identified as Danielle, scanned some items at self-checkout, but not all of them.
See stuff that was not paid for.
Yep.
All
So
right, beautiful.
this receipt is unpaid. This receipt here is the return fraud. This receipt is what she purchased. So you can compare and see what was
beautiful
versus what wasn't. So the dog food she pays for, bagels, milk, and English muffins are the things that she actually does pay for.
So the total of unpaid goods.
The total of unpaid goods is $227.02, and that is pre-tax.
Security footage showed her grabbing a Mario Kart toy, then heading to customer service to return it for a cool $44.99 store credit. Now here's the clever or not so clever part. Danielle used that credit to buy some stuff, but it wasn't enough to cover everything in her cart. We're talking about over $180 worth of unpaid groceries. Security wasn't fooled though. They watched her stroll out to a white Jeep Compass and snag the license plate number. They handed that info along with receipts and video footage over to Officer Trans. With a little detective work, Officer Trans tracked down the Jeep and the address of its owner, which luckily turned out to be in Lacey Township too. By 5:09 p.m., Officers Trans and Carver were at Danielle's doorstep. They spotted the Jeep and a woman matching the description from the video. They read her rights and asked about her ShopRite trip earlier that day.
You mind stepping out and talk to us? You mind stepping out to talk?
Hold on 1 second.
Yep.
Back up.
Shoot for sure, 41.
Hi. Can I help you?
Yes. Were you at ShopRite earlier today?
Yesterday I was.
Yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Did you happen to not purchase anything?
Let me put them outside.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Come here.
Ma'am, if you could just step out, we can have a conversation with you. That would be better. Don't forget to Mirandize her.
All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you
Wait,
say.
I'm under arrest? For what?
Who said you're under arrest? He's reading you your rights.
Oh, I thought that's what that means when you read your rights.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. So then, when you went to ShopRite, you didn't end up like not purchasing anything. Everything you purchased or everything you had in your cart, you purchased.
Yeah, I think all I got was, I just put it away, was a brownie kit and bagels. That's all I got.
At first, Danielle tried to play it cool, claiming she was at ShopRite the day before, but with the evidence against her, she didn't stand a chance.
Okay. And then, did you happen to go and get an item and then return it without purchasing it?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, do you mind stepping out and talking to us now?
No.
Okay. Well, do you want to respond to headquarters for me?
Sure. What do I do there?
So you're going to be placed under arrest.
For what, though?
For shoplifting.
But I didn't shoplift. I wasn't even there today.
So what's your first name again, ma'am?
Danielle.
Danielle. All right. Danielle, step outside the house.
No, I'm gonna meet you there, but
No, that's not how it works.
Sir, please.
Ma'am, that's not how it works. You're under arrest.
Wait. I didn't do anything, though.
Danielle.
The officers arrested her for shoplifting and getting a little creative with that toy return. There was one last act of defiance, though. As Danielle was leaving her house, she blew vape smoke in Officer Trans's face. Not cool, Danielle.
You have anything else on you?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Stop.
I did not mean to do that. Can you lock that, please? If you press the top button.
The officers confiscated her vape pen, cuffed her, and took her to the station for fingerprinting and photos. Danielle got hit with a double whammy. shoplifting, and theft by deception. After processing, she was released with a court date hanging over her head, and Officer Trans even gave her a ride back home. Lesson learned, Daniel? Probably not, but hey, at least she got caught.
Here's your copy of the summons.
Okay.
I explained that to you earlier.
Yes.
And then here's your cell phone.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions, ma'am?
No, I don't. Thank you. I'm sorry again. Thank
It's
you.
okay, ma'am. I
Thank
understand.
you. You have a good day.
You too, ma'am.
Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.